Let bullets fly here, and good Sunday to you. And let me get some light here on the subject here. And as usual, the garage is pretty dark. There we go, much better. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at our pot of gold we had from yesterday. Guys, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, but I brought the girls with me, my daughter and my granddaughters. And I tell you what, guys, they are hooked for life. My daughter was a very good instructor, actually. So she did learn something from old dad, you know, all the years growing up and all that. And I'm glad she passed it on to her kids. But anyway, let's go and take a look at the pot of gold and see what it weighs out today. Alright, so as you see, it's not all the way to the top, so I'm guessing about maybe 40 pounds. Let's take a look here. Well, not quite close. 37.6, but you know, I'll take it. I got everything set up in the backyard, so we're gonna do our melt. Alright guys, Sunday morning, of course, I'm having breakfast. Right now the lead's actually being melted, so it's gonna take another 50 minutes or so to get that melted down and remove the slag. Meantime, had the liberty of air frying some bacon. About a quarter pound there. Over here I have 3 eggs and some hash browns cooking, and I'm not sure to have tortillas with it or just toast. Tortillas are pretty fatty, but they are so good. Oh my god, 200 calories. Yeah, maybe I'll stick with the toast instead. You know, 60 calories each. We'll do that. One more thing, guys. We have an apple tree in the backyard, so yesterday I made some homemade apple pie. I had that for breakfast yesterday before I went to the shoot. Yeah, it's nothing much left of it, but I got tons and tons of apples. Alright guys, so for 3 pieces of toast at 100 calories each versus 3 tortillas at 200 calories each. So here we go. Alright guys, so it's windy this morning, which is a good thing, just cleaning out. I got the garage door open, back door open, and getting fresh air in here. Guys, let me tell you something. Yesterday was a very memorable shoot. I had all the granddaughters with me. My grandson, you know, he's the oldest one. He had to work because he got a car to support now. Good for him. Get those FICA scores up for future references. Okay, so again, lead melting in the back. Having a little Sunday breakfast here. My daughter really surprised me. She hasn't been shooting in a long time, and she took to instructing her daughters extremely well. As you saw, some of the targets were in the bull, and they learned quickly safety and how to rectify a problem. I actually broke down the Henry because it had a jam round in it. It short shucked, you know, and so I had to, you know, I couldn't pull it out with something else, so I had to break it down, and I showed them how to do that. It was important for them to know that shooting is fun, but there's a big responsibility involved in it. And I explained to them, you know, like in the military, something goes wrong with your gun in the heat of battle, you got no time for time out, okay? Base, safety, I gotta fix my gun. No, you do it on Johnny on the spot right there. You take your tools apart, and you have somebody cover firing you, and you get that weapon back in action. The 380 had a weird situation about Bersa. My daughter said she couldn't rack around in it, so I looked inside of it, and sure enough, the shell was in backwards, empty shell. So I've seen this before on a lot of YouTube videos where a shell would jump out of the chamber, land into the front of the compensator, and then they fire a gun, boom, they blew up their gun. Same thing happened here. The shell went up and back into the chamber again. And you know, understand these little girls have limp wrists, so you know, this is what probably could have happened. And so thank God it wouldn't chamber, so I took it apart and showed my daughter how to break it down. And I just took a small screwdriver and popped up the shell. You have to service your weapon right there on the spot, you know, and you have to do it safely without muzzle sweeping anybody. So in the meantime, you know, I usually don't leave the gun range until I get at least a whole can of scrap lead. And there was enough scrap lead, you know, like I said, you saw 37.6 pounds. That's fine, you know. Anyway, I asked them, what's their favorite caliber? They love that Henry 22. Love it. All of them did. They could shoot it accurately, and it was easy for them to rack the lever back on it. My daughter trained them with the SP-101 in 32 and the Bersa 380, and they did extremely well. What was good about that SP-101 is that, you know, I had the action done on it. I did it myself, and it was so smooth. Even, you know, a little 14-year-old girl, small girl, can just pull the trigger double action and get out 6 rounds in about 2.5 seconds. But these family outings for me was a long time coming, and my daughter's schedule is pretty, you know, pretty strange. She had weekends and working weekends, and you know, calm weekends off. Her husband has Sundays off. Now, after watching the video she made, he's all into it now. You know, he saw his daughter shooting. He wants to go and do it too. He says, "Can we go Sunday?" I go, "Yeah, we can do a Sunday shoot if you want. You know, I can reschedule it just for you, of course. You know, so that you can enjoy it too." At the end of the day, every one of them picked up a can, a box, a rifle case, took it to the car. Then they got in their car, and I told my gunner, "Okay, so who likes guns?" And they all just raised their hand like this, you know. And I saw the range master there, and I looked at him, I go, "Brother, man, I created a monster here." He starts laughing, you know. But it was memorable and very, again, fruitful, because, you know, spending time with your family, enjoying and sharing what your passion is, and a passion belongs to them afterwards, because you pass it down and you gave them good instruction and not made them feel stupid or anything that would you know, deter them from firing a gun again. But you know, they learn to be outdoorsy from their mom, which got it from me, of course. And you know, they put away their cell phones and all that, and get down to some outdoor, you know, real wholesome outdoor fun. All right, so guys, I had 103 80s, I had 79 millimeters, and I had about 120 or so, no, close to 150. I had 32 H&R Magnum, and I had like maybe almost a full box of 32 Smith & Wesson, the shorties. And man, they were, you know, that little 32 is just a great training gun. It really is, you know, for center fire. You know, for rim fire, of course, you know, 22. But to let them shoot a cartridge that's a little bit bigger, and that little SP-101, it just fits a small framed young girl's hand really easy. For me, the grip is not big enough, you know, so I have to kind of baby a little bit, you know, carefully to shoot it, or single action. But to them, it did feel their hand just right, and they were able to, like I said, rapid fire that double action quick and hit their target. Now the 22 ammo I had for the rifles, it was actually, some of it was 10 years old when my grandson was small, and I was able to save some of it, you know. So I knew if I saved some of this ammunition that the day would come, then I would be able to take the family out, and I was very fortunate that I had the ammo to do such a thing. with them. So it was my luck that it turned out this way. Alright guys, all done with the lead, so let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for 37 pounds and a half of scrap lead. Let's go ahead and put these back in our lead reserve. Okay, so total count of the lead was 32 and a little bit of change. So with a little bit of change, I always just throw into the melting pot, you know, for next bullet. Speaking of bullets, guys, I'm all exhausted out on my 32s. Okay, so again, saving my 32s for the right moment was a godsend yesterday, and my granddaughters were able to train on the 32. You know, the full-size gun. Again, you know that SP-101 just fits smaller hands better than the most bigger hands. So I'm going to have to replenish my 104 grain 311, 312 bullets to make the 32 shorts and the H&R Magnums. So I asked my daughter last night, I go, what's the kids like better? She goes, Dad, they like them all. All right, oct them all. I said, oh, okay. Well, then I'll just go ahead and just make what I made previously, which was the 380s, the 32s. I should save a little for my 9, because I love shooting my 9. You know, as much as I like shooting my Centurion 40, you know, with the 9mm, there's so many cases out there. You don't even have to, you know, use the homemade brass catcher. So it was just nice just to let the, you know, concentrate on shooting and not have to worry about the brass so much. The 380 brass, it's hard to get now. So yesterday when my daughter was shooting the 380, I just told her, say, well, these 380s have been loaded like 10 times already, so I have more at home. So just go ahead and just leave them on the ground, and then we'll you know, get new ones later. You know, I have my reserve stash of 380 Remington cases, so we can do that. Now, as far as the 32 shorts and the H&R 32, those, of course, I have to keep. I put in a small bag. Matter of fact, they're in the garage right now being wet tumbled right now as we speak. So I'm going to get those ready for reloading so we can do another shoot, family shoot again. This time with my son-in-law. He works Saturday, so he wasn't able to come with us yesterday. So I told him that we'll do a Sunday shoot just for him. So, but anyways, guys, this is Levels for Life. Thanks for joining me today. If you like what you see, you want to see more, please rate and subscribe. And make those comments. I like to hear what you got to say. Anyways, you have a great Sunday. We'll see you at the range next time, or at the loading bench for making bullets. Until then, bye for now. Take care.